doors for the bright light and for the formal abduction. You just never know who you can trust nowadays. That wench, the woman that I was rivaling you for, that I won fair and square, called the police. She suspected there was a part of her brain missing. Apparently I forgot to stitch up one part of her skull, and she has a soft spot. Just like you. For me. With a heavy heart, I must announce that I will be on the run. I will be leaving, and I bet you will so desperately miss my presence in my absence. Don't be disappointed. You look absolutely crushed. No more surgeries. And with an even heavier heart, I have more important news to break to you regarding that. Since I will be on the run, and I am the prime suspect for this crime, you happen to be my only witness and only surviving evidence, other than the wench, of course. So you won't be coming with me. You will be coming with me in spirit. You are making your trip to the afterlife, starting today, unfortunately. No, please don't be dismayed. Don't be dismayed. Don't look at me like that. It has been an incredible run, an incredible amount of years we've spent together, and I am very grateful for the incredible life and adventures that you have given me. I am, darling. I really am, but unfortunately, our story ends here. We are finished with this series of events that we have had. But I do have phenomenal news about my new life. I have met a splendid, incredible, brilliant, beautiful-minded doctor that is going to take me up in less than formal training. I met her on an online forum, and we have met, and I could not be more pleased with her work and with her brilliant mind. So I will be following her into the sunset in all of her glory, moving from my basement to hers. But with all of the victims that you have presented me, by attracting everyone in the land, I have enough money to buy my own house and start my own practice. So, my story doesn't end here. I'm going to be changing my hair color, my favorite color. It's very upsetting. As you know, my favorite color is pink, and I finally got the pink gloves, darling. Are you proud? I do hope you're proud. So, I'm going to perform a checkup on you. I've learned a lot about my practice. I do believe my gloves might be a tad bloody, but I've also gotten a pink mask. I'm very thrilled about this. But I have finally achieved my goals. It's all thanks to you. I have so much appreciation for all of the work that you've allowed me to do on you. All of the test runs, everything, practicing for the real thing. And you did all of this. You were my muse. You were the canvas that allowed me to create the art that I will be taking into my new life. Thank you, darling. I'm going to get started on your checkup now. I will be gathering samples, so I need to be sure that you truly are a suitable control group for my new experiments. Your heart is racing rather fast. I will attribute that to anxiety. Most people are very scared of their trip to the afterlife. Yours will be pleasant, don't worry. Come. Don't plead with me now. I know you can't provide me the life that my doctor can. For everyone who's uninterested in you, carry this information with you into the afterlife, darling. For everyone who's uninterested in you, there will be a gorgeous, brilliant female doctor that is interested in you. No matter how eccentric or crazed the world may think you to be. Your temperature seems about normal. A bit hot. Just from anxiety, likely. You do look to be sweating. I have these special sponges that collect the sweat off my patient's brow. Let me just get in there, stay nice and still. I found that my markings adhere better when the skin is dry. I've gotten all sorts of new pens and beautiful pink things to mark you with. Unfortunately, I will have to replace everything with blue due to my new identity. Leaving in the past feels like sort of nostalgia. But there's a very bittersweet sadness that comes with it, as I did enjoy my life with you. Speaking of bittersweet, I got this beautiful fluffy sweater set as a matching pink skirt. Unfortunately, I will have to burn it because I will be taking on my new identity and have to leave my favorite color behind, but I actually looted it off of my last rival. Yes. Remember that girl that complimented your shoes and you said thank you? You don't remember? Maybe she didn't need to die if you wouldn't remember her that easily. No matter. She gave me an adorable wardrobe. So, with that I need to check your blood pressure. I feel like I'm forgetting things here. Let's see here. I'm going to do here. I feel as though I'm coping with my loss of you very well. I was sort of losing my mind a couple days ago. Your BP is a bit high. I'm assuming it has to do with your stress. My morning was grand and horrible a few days ago, but then I realized you will always be with me, especially since I will have your samples, but also because I can always replay the memories that we had together, and it'll be like you're right here with me. I will miss you greatly, but I'm very grateful for the time we had. You are so valuable to me. I want you to know that. I got brand new anesthetic. Now it's anesthetic time. Now the problem with the anesthetic is it is actually watered down. My doctor gave it to me. It's watered down with something. She didn't say exactly what, but it's half anesthetic and half of this. Don't be afraid. No, don't be afraid. It's surely safe for human surgeries. I am sure that it is safe. You should be quite happy about the anesthetic. You don't usually receive it. The thing about this is you're not going to feel half the pain you usually feel. I think you're going to be okay. Okay? So come here for me. And I'm just going to put that right in there. And then, on top of that, look at this other thing I got. I also got this nice syringe. This really nice syringe. And I have very little of this. But this serum is going to allow me to make incisions inside of you. And it's pink, just like me. It's going to allow me to make my incisions better because it highlights all of your organs. I'm pretty sure it's just red dye, really concentrated red dye inside of water, but I thought it was very neat. This is going to allow me to see better when I make my incisions. Are you proud of me, darling? I'm acquiring new medical technology that is going to help me with my lifelong dream of being a doctor. Okay, I'm just going to put this in your mouth orally. Okay, and swallow for me, my love. Thank you. Perfect. And then, at the site of your anesthetic, it seems like you might be getting a bit of a rash. I hope whatever that was diluted with isn't going to give you an allergy. I don't have an EpiPen with me. This is not a hospital. So, you tell your body that it needs to calm down, okay, darling? I'm going to ice the site where I put the anesthetic. Okay. And I'll ice you periodically if I can remember. Or why don't you hold on to that? I don't think I'm going to remember, okay? I'm going to look here. I have your phone. It's one of the old ones with the buttons. It's kind of funny. But, yeah. I'm going to be destroying that. I just thought you should know I had it and it was going to be safe and sound. Okay. I have with me a measuring tape to make sure that your incisions are straighter than they have ever been before. I'm going to measure the diameter of your head, of your neck, various areas, so I know exactly what I'm doing for this very important non-lethal surgery. I'm very excited. I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to go ahead and go around your head. Your head is quite large, darling. Okay, so I have that measurement. Perfect. And then I'm going to go around your neck like so. You have a very slender neck. I've always loved that about you. It's very noosable. Or like, you know, appropriate for a necklace. That would be a better thing to say, I suppose. And then I'm going to go around your hips. Okay, let's see here. Okay. You've lost a bit of weight since the last time I saw you. You do know Ozempic. No, it was the gastric bypass I gave you when you weren't eating. How has that been feeling, also? Oh, I think you're starting to lose your motor skills from the shot. It's okay, you don't have to answer me. I hope that it's been feeling swell, and that you haven't been having bloating or any sort of acid reflux or anything crazy like that. Okay, let me go ahead and start my markings. So, look at this beautiful big pen I have. I have this big one for big markings, and I have a small one for my smaller markings. So I'm going to go ahead and start around your head, just like this, and then around your neck. I'm going to be gathering data for my future surgeries from you before I part ways with you. I'm gonna go down the center of your stomach here. Okay. And then, what else do I want to gather data on? We have the neck. We have our head. That's the most interesting things I think I could do. That's all I really have an interest in. I really like entrails and the inner workings of our central systems. But if I change my mind, I can always do more. I think it's very interesting how life, it comes and it goes. And 1 minute, it's there. It's beautiful, vibrant, fiery, and passionate. Follow? Next minute, it's gone. And it went faster than even I could blow it out. Your life, it wasn't terribly long in the grand scheme of humanity, but it was very meaningful, darling. Very meaningful. I mean, it made a lot of people go wild. I'll never understand what it was about you exactly that was so tantalizing. But you captured many hearts and enthralled many, 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 many people. It really is quite a shame that I have to snuff out your light. You're one captivating individual. The world needs you, but I'm afraid it might need me more. You see, charm and charisma are a dime a dozen, but medical skills will always be needed. What was your dream, darling? Well, I do know that question, and I suppose I should answer it since you can't actually speak anymore. You wanted to be an astronomer. You always loved your stars. You loved them. And if you would have behaved and kept your mouth shut, I would have taken you to the Cosmic Observatory. I would have taken you to go see NASA. I would have taken you to the moon. If only you'd seen for yourself that my love was a gift, not a curse. But we don't realize the value of life and love until it's almost gone. You're just going to peel away your skin, and I'm going to have to do a bit of extra skull cracking because your skull healed over a lot since the last time we've done a surgery. How long has it been? A couple months? No one should go that long without a surgery. My surgeries are a labor of love. But you never saw them that way. Now they're nice and fragmented. I can just pluck them with my fingers. Gonna pluck them. Pluck. Pluck away the fragments of your skull. Got one more right there. I have so much love in my heart for you. And I know you can't see that right now. I'm going to gather parts of your brain and I'm going to bring them with me so that I can always remember you and so that I have a control group for my brain matter testing that I'm going to be starting with my pieces by punching little holes with this new tool I have. So just clamp, and then I'm going to take that. Yeah, it's a good chunk of temporal lobe. All right, clamp, and take a good piece of frontal. I'm gonna put this back over here. And move for me. Clamp. Grab a bit of pride on. Okay, move. Clamp. Gotta grab that. This just looks like some pretty unusual gray matter. Give me a minute. This is not what I needed from you. Oh. It seems I may have left this in you. That seems like it definitely would have caused a bit of drowsiness. I wonder if I left any traceable evidence in the victim that took me to the... There's no way. What have I been missing recently? I've been missing a bow. I don't own very much. That bow must be in that victim. I have to kill her next. We're going to need to speed this up. Well, I just hope she doesn't go for a doctor visit and conduct an MRI before I get away. I suppose I could let it slide, as long as it doesn't have my fingerprints on it. Though I am changing my identity, but I don't know that I want my fingerprints in somebody's brain. Well, her fluid would be mixing with... Darling, what do you think? Do you think that I should kill her? No, I'm asking them. Do you think that I should kill her? What do you think? Darling, do you think that I should kill her? What do you think? Communicate with me. I need advice, and I cannot only trust the people in my brain for advice. When I need you the most, you are unresponsive. Do you know how that feels? I don't know what to do. I'm going to take a sample from your medulla. You will have about 30 minutes before you die once I do. So we're going to make the rest of this very quick turn. It was a very sizable amount. I don't actually believe we have 20 minutes. I need you alive to gather most of these samples and have them still be fresh. I'm going to cut down the center of your neck. Like so. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of blood. We got a lot of blood. I can't have that. Okay. We need to work quickly because I need you to be dry. I need you to be dry. Did I bring any gauze with me? I don't believe I brought gauze with me. You're losing a lot of blood. I'm going to take a little sample out of your throat. Okay. Now, we are going to start on the contents. Getting a bit nervous of your gut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut downward. This is a technique that my new love taught me. New love, you wonder? Yes, the doctor. I have taken quite a liking to her. Though I bet you could tell. I'm going to take... your intestines are making for quite an issue here. Darling, I need you to stay with me. A bit of your stomach acid in here. Perfect. That's going to be good. Darling, stay with me. Stay with me. You cannot leave. You cannot leave this world without me getting my samples. I value you. You're more than just a medical experiment to me. But I'm afraid you don't feel the same about me. The procedure is complete. And you only have a few more minutes. I figure you should see me without my glasses for one last time. I haven't slept in a while, so it's not the most beautiful sight. I also figured we should share an intimate moment. I wanted to taste your blood. The time that we spent together is irreplaceable. Never forget about me, darling. I will never forget about you. Let's take a bit more of their blood for good measure.